training partner for 2.5 years. I've trained at his gym. This gym is a hungry, very, very durable gym. Alejandro having a good time here. He's game, you know. He said that he's the more experienced fighter. Here we have Daniel Rico, who also has 10 finishes. Very compact fighter. Has a great defensive stance. As you see him here, he's squared, ready to throw, in the pocket. This is a barn burner for us here.
7 fights in total headed your way tonight on this stacked iKON 3 card, and we will open with a bout at 145 pounds. 2 fighters set to make their pro mixed martial arts debut, Luis Garcia versus Francisco Montoya. Time now for the numbers. It is our tale of the tape, and it is presented by Fusion CBD Products. For fast muscle relief, visit FusionCBDProducts.com.
Sean, as we look at this fight here, both of these fighters are making their debut, but look at the age difference that we have. Luis Garcia is 28 years old compared to Francisco Barcina, who's 39.
To get the evening started, we send it to Jeff Houston.
Hello, hello, hello! San Carlos! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Marina Terra Event Center, live worldwide and seaside on UFC Fight Pass. And welcome to the next generation of mixed martial arts action, iKON Fighting Federation. Tonight in association with De La O Boxing Promociones. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are live worldwide and seaside here in San Carlos, Sonora, Mexico. We are set for the first fight of the night, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the iKON Featherweight Division. Presented to you by Fusion CBD. For fast muscle recovery, visit FusionCBDProducts.com. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an MMA practitioner. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. His official weight, 145.1 pounds. His pro record stands at 4 victories opposite 4 defeats. Fighting out of Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, here is Francisco, the Clown, Montoya Barcena. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is a striker. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. His official weight, 145.1 pounds. Tonight, he makes his professional debut. Fighting out of Guaymas, Sonora, Mexico, here is Luis Tote Garcia. And our referee in charge of the action, Servando Licano.
Luis Garcia, 12-2 as an AMI. Francisco Montoya, 4-4 as an AMI. Garcia holds the rank of black belt in Taekwondo. Told us in our fighter meeting he brings those fast kicks, the quick movement, the switch stances into MMA striking. Montoya comes to MMA from Combat Sambo, a 2-time Mexican national Combat Sambo champion, favors the leg locks to the surprise of no one on the ground. Round number 1. Tonight's fight clock is presented by Marina Terra Hotel and Spa in San Carlos, Mexico. Black trunks for Garcia, blue trunks for Montoya.
These guys are coming out, and they are firing.
From the Thai plum, the knees landed from Garcia.
Garcia doing a great job of having a long distance, keeping his range, throwing these long, beautiful kicks.
You saw the low single on the shot from Montoya.
Stuffed. Ooh.
Kick over the top. Nicely slipped by Montoya. Montoya now closing the distance to the inside. Time called by referee Servando Licano. Low blow.
That's tough.
All bouts tonight are under the unified rules of MMA from the Sonora State Athletic Commission, with one exception, that exception being that the Sonora State Athletic Commission considers a grounded fighter 3 points of contact, so anything, including a fingertip, makes a fighter grounded. But just like the unified rules of the ABC in place in the U.S. and Canada, Montoya now has up to 5 minutes to recover from this low blow. Sportingly, Servando Licano telling Luis Garcia, just be aware of the knees on the inside.
You know, I think that this is a good thing for Montoya. This fight started very fast-paced fight. Wasn't quite able to get any of his striking off or even set the tone. So this was a nice little reset for him.
Montoya takes less than 1 minute of the allotted 5 minutes. We resume round number 1. Kick missing from Francisco Montoya. There's the inside kick.
Luis Mano said he was coming in and was very confident in his Taekwondo techniques, and he's using them tonight.
Pearl, you can see the chest open from Garcia. He's naturally right-handed, but again, will continually switch stances. You can really see the Taekwondo pedigree on the front teep. Now the inside kick.
Agreed, and if you look, Montoya is starting to close up and shell up because of those straight kicks that are coming down the middle.
Lead right hook, misses from Montoya. Back in the orthodox stance, misses with that rear teep. Back to the inside. Again, Montoya, clear-eyed in his assessment of this fight, said, I need to get it to the ground. I feel I will dominate there. I can't let Garcia stay at range.
Garcia did a great job of stopping the takedown, you know, taking a short, quick moment there to break apart and get back to his game.
Again, the pro MMA debut for both fighters who have been used to fighting 3-minute rounds. Now 3 minutes and 25 seconds remaining, round number 1. Good outside kick from Montoya. Inside kick from Garcia. You see the elusive striking defense of Garcia.
Yes, he's starting to slow down a little bit, though. And if you look at Francisco, he's doing a great job of pressuring him. I'd like to see him maybe cut him off a little bit more. He's tending to follow.
Just a head chancery position held by Garcia, so he can do that kick and then throw the knees and then the kick on the exit.
Beautiful head kick.
Switch teep kick from Montoya.
Ooh.
Left hook didn't fully land from Garcia. Garcia staying on the outside, staying at range. There's a hard inside kick, and notice that Montoya not checking those kicks.
If you notice Montoya's his stance, it's very staggered, and Luis Garcia is doing a great job of exposing that by throwing these kicks. Because he has this narrow stance, yes, he may not have a big surface area for punching, but he does have openings for kicks, and Luis Garcia is exposing those.
Almost a desperation shot on the low single, easily defended by Garcia. 2:15 remaining, round number 1. Spinning back kick from Montoya. He told us he would throw a lot of those. And Garcia trying to match the spinning back kick. Funny how that works in MMA.
That's usually how that works. You throw something, you expect it to come right back.
Coming in, looking for the takedown. High now on the single for Montoya.
There.
Nicely defended by Garcia.
Yes, doing a great job right now of defending that, but also looking for the back here.
Garcia looking to step over the back. One hook in. Trying to get the second hook in.
Great job by Montoya to get this position here. He's on top now where he wanted him, can slow the fight down a little bit and nullify Luis Garcia's amazing striking.
See the wide open guard from Luis Garcia throwing the short, sharp right elbow. Possibly fishing for a go-go plot. I couldn't find it there. Diving back in is Francisco Montoya. That would be something, a go-go plot in your pro debut. Looking armbar now.
He doesn't quite have the armbar, but he does have a triangle set up here. As you can see, Montoya is getting and squaring off and getting both arms in.
The stack from Francisco Montoya.
He's got this arm locked up. Let's see what he can do with it. Montoya doing a great job of defending that armbar, squaring off, shutting down Garcia's hips here.
Half butterfly guard for Luis Garcia. 40 seconds remaining, round number 1. Back and forth we go.
Nice job.
Stepping over.
Passing that guard there. Now he's in side control here. If he can hold this position, maybe land some ground and pound, it's a great way to end this round.
Sitting through. And that is the end of round number 1. So glad that you're with us. It is iKON 3, an absolutely stunning setting on the beach. The Gulf of California, literally just beyond our ring. We're at the Marina Terra Event Center in San Carlos, Sonora, Mexico.
Sean, it is absolutely amazing here. It is so beautiful. The weather, the scenery. What a blessing.
Coming up tonight in our main event, Alejandro Martinez versus Daniel Vega. Through round number 1 of bout number 1, Luis Garcia versus Francisco Montoya.
Beautiful knees here applied by Garcia. Did a great job of shutting down those takedowns. As you can see, Montoya here is trying to match the striking, and I think it'd be best for him to kind of come straight down the pipe, put the pressure on, and get this fight to the ground.
Round number 2. Montoya coming to the inside with wild swing, short, sharp left hand.
Yes, looking at both fighters in between rounds, Montoya was definitely gassed.
Time called by Servando Licano. Now a low blow suffered by Garcia. Now Garcia has up to 5 minutes to recover.
Yes, Sean, as I was saying, I was looking at both corners in between these rounds, and Montoya is definitely tired. He's breathing deep and heavy. Garcia is not as winded. Let's see here. Great job here with this headlock position.
It's the left knee that comes into the cup from Montoya.
Let's see it here. Oh, beautiful head. Beautiful knee to the head there.
So time still called?
He's in pain. I guess it's evened it out now. Both of them have had these groin shots.
One low blow apiece. A closed-door crowd tonight here in San Carlos, Mexico. Pearl, if people were here, I can guarantee you someone would be booing. I've called fights in 26 countries. I don't know why, but on a low blow, inexplicably, at least one person always boos.
You know, Sean, I don't know why either. Now, I've been, I've had some tough shots down there, but I can't relate to this. I don't know what this feels like. I have heard, though, it's very painful. I mean, look at his face. He's grimacing. He's in pain. I can't imagine that the cup makes it any easier either.
The knee driving the cup up. Garcia seems as though he's ready now. Nice bit of refereeing by Servando Licano, not rushing Garcia just as he did not rush Montoya when he suffered the low blow in round 1. Time in, round number 2 resumes.
All right, here we go. Montoya did have a good opportunity to recover there. Like I said, he was winded coming into the second round.
Hard body kick landed by Garcia. Garcia really prides himself on being a creative striker. We saw the one spinning back kick earlier. That kick checked.
Yes, I mean, and he's finding creative ways to land these strikes, as Montoya is slipping and trying to miss, move out of the way, evade these punches. He's finding knees. He's finding areas where he can throw his kicks, knees, and punches. Doing a great job here, Garcia is.
Dipping his head. There's the level change for Montoya.
Beautiful knee again to the body.
Garcia was hunting for a standing guillotine, couldn't find it. Not much on that rear teep from Montoya.
Ooh.
Big rear right uppercut.
Big uppercut.
Garcia now stepping in with the knee. 3:50 remaining, round number 2. Garcia trying to turn up the pressure. That head kick blocked, but taking Montoya off his striking line.
Absolutely. I mean, both of these gentlemen are very composed for their debut. Luis Garcia knows he hurt him, and instead of rushing in, closing his distance, he's doing a great job of just sitting back and looking for that knockout strike.
There was more of the creativity, but the miss on the spinning back kick from Garcia. Montoya slowing down considerably, Pearl, here in round number 2.
Yes, and it's good for him. He's hurt. He's regaining his composure, and
Montoya saying his elbow is hurt. If that's the case, this is going to be a TKO loss, and it is.
Wow.
TKO due to injury in the win in his pro MMA debut for Luis Garcia.
I'd like to see the replay on that. I wonder if he took a kick to his forearm and potentially has a fracture or some kind of injury from a kick.
Francisco Montoya alerting the referee Servando Licano he was injured, but an injury from a legal blow and you cannot continue means you lose by TKO, and that's the situation in round number 2. Montoya did try to call time, which, of course, you cannot do.
He's in a lot of pain. I don't even think he can move his arm very well right now.
See the elation from 28-year-old Luis Garcia. 12-2 as an AMI in MMA, now 1-0 as a pro.
Great debut, came out, showed his technique. He's got beautiful striking, did a great job defending the takedown. You know, really fought his fight tonight. It was a great performance.
Garcia, it's either low on the forearm or the wrist. Montoya alerting referee Servando Licano. There was a bit of a hitch. And then Licano realizing that Montoya did not want to continue. And that is the end of this fight. Montoya, even before the injury and the end of the fight, Pearl, as we talked about, was visibly slowing down.
He was hurt, you know. He got hit with some big strikes. Let's see the replay here. Look at this uppercut. That uppercut hurt him. He's hurt here, and then he got caught with another strike right after this. Look at that. That is just beautiful. Step back, uppercut, another knee there. I mean, he was definitely in some danger.
You see Montoya pointing either high on his wrist or low on his forearm, alerting referee Servando Licano. That is the end of the fight. Francisco Montoya now receiving medical treatment. Luis Garcia had a very solid, clear-eye game plan. He said, I feel that Montoya will be looking constantly for takedowns, which he was. Garcia said, I want to keep this fight on my feet, use my creativity, win this with my striking, and that's exactly how this fight played out, Pearl.
Yes, he did a great job of staying long, and as you said, he said he would be creative, and he was. He threw some beautiful spinning kicks, knees to the face, and that step back uppercut was placed perfectly.
Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, the blue corner calls a stop to the fight at 1 minute 46 seconds into round number 2 for your winner by TKO, Luis Garcia.
Strong performance for Luis Garcia. Francisco Montoya, the 39-year-old pro MMA debuter, was game. Had his moments in this fight, especially in round number 1, slowed down considerably in round number 2.
I have to say, Sean, 39 years old, making his pro debut, that is impressive for a 39-year-old. He came in here and he looked really good.
In our opening bout of the evening, the winner by way of second-round TKO due to injury, Luis Garcia defeats Francisco Montoya.
All right, look at these knees. He had such a great plum. He found, like he said, he was creative, and he found ways to land his strikes in this fight. Step back. He did such a great job with his back pedal into a counter strike. Oh, there's the illegal shot there. That's pretty rough. It looked like there was 2 there. Beautiful uppercut there. Again, he was backpedaling and just did a great job of stepping through and throwing that uppercut. Landed perfectly. Then the knee. The knee was brutal. I mean, he just did a great job of finding his range and strikes. I'm really interested to find out how his forearm was hurt in this fight. I would think maybe a kick or a knee would have hit the forearm. It is very easy to break your forearm when you check a kick on it, or even a knee could really, do some damage.
That is Pearl Gonzalez. I'm Sean Wheelock. You're watching Worldwide live on UFC Fight Pass, iKON Fighting Federation from the stunning Marina Terra Event Center in San Carlos, Mexico. We are set now for bout number 2 of this stacked iKON 3 card. We move to the women's flyweight division. Kayla Rocco versus Jessica Solis. Our tale of the tape is presented by Fusion CBD Products. For fast muscle relief, visit FusionCBDProducts.com.
All right, here we go. We have Kayla K-Rock, who is a very well-known and experienced fighter. She's been at ATT for a very long time. Dean Thomas, who's a well-known coach, I talked to him and spoke with him. He's worked with her for a long time. Says she has great, well-rounded skills. And we look at Jessica Solis, who is 0-1, fairly new to this game. I am very excited for this flyweight bout.
Jessica Solis told us that she feels she brings a boxing and kickboxing base into MMA. She also feels that she's an extremely technical striker. Solis said, I want to keep this fight standing, work to the inside. She's very confident with her clinch game. She said, I'll throw the power right hand to close the distance on Rocco.
Yeah, she said the game plan for this fight was to nullify the takedowns, but if she does get taken down, her objective is to get back up immediately because she does believe that she has the advantage in the striking.
There you see Kayla Rocco. She will have real star power in her corner. Bellator lightweight Sydney Outlaw and the former Glory middleweight champion Artem Levin. Jessica Solis was emphatic. She said, I cannot get stuck on the ground. I want to fight on the inside, fight on the clinch, keep moving to negate the Rocco takedowns.
You know what I love about Jessica Solis? She just fought in September, has a really quick turnaround here, and I'm definitely impressed with her staying active. I saw her in the bathroom actually as I was getting ready, and she was intense. She's ready to scrap tonight.
Kayla Rocco told us she wants to work off of the jab, use good striking defense. She said, I respect the fighting style of Solis. She's tough, she's game. I just feel that I have a higher level of skills and I have much higher level of training. To get us started, Jeff Houston.
Fight fans of San Carlos, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the iKON Women's Flyweight Division. Presented to you by Fusion CBD. For fast muscle recovery, visit FusionCBDProducts.com. Introducing you first, fighting out of the blue corner. She is a striker. She stands 5 feet 2 inches tall. Her official weight, an even 125 pounds. She steps into the ring as a professional for the second time, looking for victory number 1. Fighting out of Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico. Here is Jessica Hell Raven Solis. And across the ring, her opponent fighting out of the red corner. She is a striker. She stands 5 feet 3 inches tall. Her official weight, 122.8 pounds. Her pro record stands at 1 victory opposite 2 defeats. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA. Here is Kayla K-Rock Rocco. And our referee in charge of the action, Servando Licando.
Kayla Rocco said, I have to stay composed, rely on my training. She feels this moment is hers.
Yeah, she also played rugby in college, and I think that really translates well for her in her MMA. She has a great takedown. She does a great job of coming in and pressing off of her strikes.
Round number 1. Tonight's fight clock is presented by Marina Terra Hotel and Spa in San Carlos, Mexico. Light gray trunks for Kayla Rocco, black trunks for Jessica Solis. Good straight right hand from Rocco.
Yes, beautiful.
Level change, gorgeous on the takedown. Now into the closed half guard of Jessica Solis.
Great timing on that takedown there. Jessica Solis did get a little aggressive. She got hit. You know, she wanted to come back and retaliate. And K-Rock did a great job of taking her down.
Again, Solis was emphatic. I cannot get stuck on the ground, and taken down inside of the opening 20 seconds of this fight.
Yes, and if you can see here, she's in a half guard, but she has her hand over her head, which gives Kayla an opportunity for a Von Flue choke here. She's got to let go of the head, fish for an underhook to get back up if she wants to get back to striking.
Rocco trying to step over. Indeed, she does. That was slick into full mount.
Now
looking for a head and arm choke now is Kayla Rocco.
Yes, has a head and arm set up. Jessica Solis needs to get that arm back here, you know.
Sliding through for the head and arm choke. That is tight. Trying to punch her way out of the head and arm choke. Referee Servando Licano taking a really close look.
She's striking here, and she needs to be grappling in this moment here. She's got to get not the leg that she has on the leg. She has to get her other leg over and start pulling that elbow down and in between K-Rock's arm and head. Here, turning towards her. She can actually, if she does get her elbow free, she can take the back here.
Rocco still trying to finish on the head and arm choke, trying to sit through. You see the squeeze and the pressure.
Yeah, she's got a great position here, but she needs to sink here, and just stay relaxed, stay calm. The choke will come. See how she keeps moving. Every time she moves, she gives Jessica Solis an opportunity to breathe.
More squeeze, more pressure. Pearl, at the top of our broadcast, we talked about the ring as opposed to the cage. You're seeing that playing out right here on the head and arm choke. Now the repositioning by Rocco, still looking to finish, stepping back over in the full mount.
A great call by K-Rock. She couldn't finish that, so you got to move on. You can't stay on it. You're going to tire your arms out. She did a great job of moving into a more advantageous position, and now she's looking to land some big strikes.
Credit the tenacity of Jessica Solis, not tapping to that very tight head and arm choke.
No.
Rocco could not sit fully through with the rope entanglement. Solis turning now, giving her back. Now Rocco looking rear naked choke, trying to X the arms through.
In Jessica's last fight, she was finished by a rear naked choke. It is under.
It's a short choke right now on the S grip.
Oh, she's doing a good job.
Looking to finish.
Jessica did a great job of going to the opposite side.
Now to the rear naked choke. That is really tight. Arms not all the way X through. Technical
out.
submission. Solis is out cold, and the win for Kayla Rocco.
Great job by K-Rock to transition into mount, then to back, and to put on and lock that choke on and just hold it until the ref pulled her off. Great performance.
That was tapper nap and nap for Jessica Solis. Servando Licano testing the arm, recognizing that Solis was likely out. Indeed, she was. There was the technical submission victory for Kayla Rocco. Career Pro MMA win number 2 with emphasis.
Yes, I can tell you, going to sleep is not fun. I have woke up really dreaming about some fun stuff. So I hope Jessica's okay there.
Again, Solis showing a lot of tenacity. She did not tap to the head and arm choke. It was a short choke and then into the rear naked choke. Rocco did not get her backhand all the way through, but still the pressure under the chin, deep on the carotid arteries, stopping the blood flow to the brain. That's why Solis went out, and there is the win for Kayla Rocco, who looked outstanding in this victory.
Very calm, very composed, locked on that choke, and Solis did a great job of defending it. She moved to the opposite side of where the choke was, tried to square her shoulders off, and K-Rock held on, did a great job of putting her to sleep.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Servando Licano, calls a stop to the fight at 3:07 into round number 1 for your winner by technical submission by way of rear naked choke, Kayla Rocco.
Impressive for me, Pearl, with Kayla Rocco is not sticking too long with one thing. She had in the head and arm choke. She couldn't fully pass because of her positioning against the ring rope, stepped back over in the mount, couldn't fully get the rear naked choke, found the short choke, back to the rear naked choke to finish.
Absolutely, and like I said, in Solis' last fight, which was just this September, she was finished by a rear naked choke. So it was a great job from Kayla to expose the grappling and the vulnerability there and get the finish.
Jessica Solis, very confident with her striking, wanted to keep this fight standing. Rocco with the level change, hitting the takedown in the opening 20 seconds of this fight, and then she absolutely dominated on the ground all the way to the finish.
Yes, beautifully timed takedown there. And as you can see, she has damage to her face, so Solis definitely packs power. Here we are, she transitioned from the head and arm to the mount, now on the back here, does a great job of staying calm and composed, has this body triangle on, and puts her to sleep. Protect your neck.
The winner, by way of first-round technical submission, Kayla Rocco defeats Jessica Solis. Up now about at the catch weight of 175 pounds, Pedro Rodriguez versus Yasser de la Cruz. We present the numbers. It is our tale of the tape, and the numbers are indeed presented by Fusion CBD Products. For fast muscle relief, visit FusionCBDProducts.com.
All right, here we have Pedro Rodriguez versus Yasser Guzman de la Cruz. Pedro is such a prospect to watch out for. This man has been competing in sports his entire life, very game. If you look, his nickname is Dead Game, I believe, and it's a do or die for him. Very serious and competitive athlete. Really looking forward to this fight.
Again, Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next fight of the night is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds at an iKON catchweight, 175 pounds. Presented to you by Fusion CBD. For fast muscle recovery, visit FusionCBDProducts.com. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. His official weight, 176.1 pounds. He steps into the ring for the second time, looking for victory number 1. Fighting out of Mazatlan, Sinaloa, Mexico, here is Yasser Pantera de la Cruz. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is an MMA practitioner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, an even 175 pounds. He is undefeated as a pro at 1-0. Fighting out of Tucson, Arizona, USA. Here is Pedro Dead Game Rodriguez. And our referee in charge of the action, Servando Licano.
Pedro Rodriguez made his pro MMA debut last month at iKON 2 here in San Carlos, Mexico. And about that many of you saw right here on UFC Fight Pass, Rodriguez defeated Jorge Olia by first-round TKO.
Yeah, Sean, he's got a 7-2 amateur record, all wins by knockout or TKO. This man is explosive.
Round number 1. Quick start for Pedro Rodriguez. This fight might be done. Servando Licano taking a really close look. Huge shots, and just like that, game, set, match, Pedro Rodriguez. He's now 2-0.
Wow. Wow. You could say that was an early stoppage, but at the same time, Yasser took so many strikes there, so much damage. Yes, he was still defending and attempting a takedown, but he did take a lot of strikes, unanswered strikes there. Another knockout. Impressive.
1 week ago, Pearl, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship 14, I called a 3-second knockout. That was not far behind for Pedro Rodriguez.
Phenomenal performance. Came out with that flying knee. Impressive. And just saw the opening for the kill and immediately took advantage of that.
A bemused look on the face of Yasser de la Cruz. De la Cruz, a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Talked all about patience, looking for his openings, taking this fight to the ground, and then working his jiu-jitsu. And Rodriguez never gave him the chance. A steamroller-like performance and the rapid-fire win. Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Servando Licano, steps in and calls a stop to the fight at 10 seconds into round number 1 for your winner by TKO, Pedro Dead Game Rodriguez.
Impressive. Pedro said that he trains all year round. He's ready. He wants to fight as much as possible. And here he is, quick turnaround and another quick finish.
10 seconds, the win for Pedro Rodriguez. Now 2-0 in his pro MMA career at 24 years old. Both wins coming by way of first-round TKO, both here in the iKON ring.
All right, let's take a look at this fight. Comes out immediately with this flying knee, and that right hand drops him, coming through with these vicious strikes. And look at, they're perfectly placed. Not quite at the back of the head, right on the ear. They're legal, they're intense, and they're game finishers, honestly. Dead game. The
knee catching Yasser de la Cruz on the point of the chin, that dropped him. And then unfettered shots to the finish for Pedro Rodriguez. The winner by way of first round TKO in 10 seconds, Pedro Rodriguez defeats Yasser de la Cruz. So we've had a second-round TKO, a first-round technical submission, and now a first-round TKO. Next up, a bout at the catch weight of 161 pounds, Elvin Espinoza versus Gabriel Mendez. Our tale of the tape is presented by Fusion CBD Products. For fast muscle relief, visit FusionCBDProducts.com.
All right, Elvin Espinoza is coming in. God, such a student of the art. And here we have Juan Acuna, who's coming in, 24 years old, just 3 years younger.
Juan Gabriel Mendez Acuna, 1-1 as he enters tonight in his pro MMA career. Has also had 2 pro boxing bouts and 2 pro Muay Thai fights. Mendez said, I want to implement my Muay Thai, heavy aggression, constant elbows, constant knees.
Elvin Espinoza comes in here. You know, he has an extensive training team that he trains with. I mean, he trains with some of the best, Wagner Rocha, and other high-level jiu-jitsu guys. He comes from a striking background. This guy's very impressive. He works a full-time job. He's a cardiovascular, was a surgeon assistant? Is that what he is, Sean?
That's exactly right, which sounds like a smart person's job to me.
Oh, my God. He cleans arteries as his day job and then attempts to knock people out and choke people out at night.
Elvin Espinoza enters tonight 3-0 in his pro MMA career. All 3 of those wins by way of finish, 2 first-round submissions, and 1 second-round straight knockout. Here's Jeff Houston.
Fight fans of San Carlos, we are set for the next fight of the night. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds at an iKON catchweight 160 pounds. Presented to you by Fusion CBD. For fast muscle recovery, visit FusionCBDProducts.com. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. Here's a Muay Thai practitioner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. His official weight 158.7 pounds. His professional record stands at 1 victory, opposite a single defeat. Fighting out of Irapuato, Guanajuato, Mexico. Here is Gabriel Boxer Mendez. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is a freestyle fighter. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight 160.1 pounds. He is undefeated at 3-0. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, USA. Here is Elvin Espinoza. And our referee in charge of the action, Servando Licano.
Espinoza said of Mendez, he's an unconventional striker. I have to be aware of him loading up, throwing shots from angles I am not used to seeing in the gym.
Yes, talking to his corner and him, they said he's off rhythm, kind of a wild striker, and those are the most dangerous type of fighters. You know, when you can't quite figure out their timing or their rhythm. Punches and strikes come from unorthodox places. Very high pace.
Round number 1. Tonight's fight clock is presented by Marina Terra Hotel and Spa in San Carlos, Mexico. Quick start for Elvin Espinoza. He's in the black and gold trunks. Solid black trunks for Gabriel Mendez.
Very aggressive pace here. Espinoza landed a beautiful leg kick, and Juan Gabriel actually countered with a great right hand.
Right hand into the entry for the body lock now, looking for the takedown. Was fishing for the hip toss. Nicely done now into the open half guard of Mendez for Elvin Espinoza.
Yes, and as we talked about earlier, the ring, when you have a cage, you have that stability to be able to hold you up when someone's attempting to take you down.
And Pearl, so smart for Espinoza, taking Mendez exactly into his corner.
Yes. Great job, and he has him in the corner where there is some stability. He can put his head against the padding and look to land some strikes. Here he's attempting to pass the guard, which is phenomenal technique. Position before, striking.
And Espinoza right by his coaches. Now standing up, trying to clear the legs.
Yeah, and Juan Gabriel's doing a great job here. He's re-guarding. He's now in a half guard. Did a great job of getting a better position immediately and not allowing for Elvin to really land some big strikes or damage.
Espinoza told us in our fighter meeting, I'm going to use punches to open up the rear naked choke, try to turn Mendez with strikes. Standing up in the half guard, trying to step over and through. Again, we see the ring ropes, the interesting dynamic.
Yes, and Juan Gabriel's doing a great job. He's keeping that butterfly there, which is not allowing for Elvin to mount him or get a better position. But he does need to try to advance here, try to get up, create some scrambling ability here, and get back to his feet.
One-way traffic at the moment in favor of the Floridian, Elvin Espinoza. Mendez playing a lot of defense, parked on his back, playing half guard, taking big punches and elbows from Elvin Espinoza.
He is, and he needs to utilize that butterfly guard. He has a great butterfly guard and try to get to a better position so that he can, implement his game plan.
Espinoza staying heavy, staying aggressive. Again, trying to step over, trying to pass through into side control.
Great job passing the guard there.
Espinoza had side control, couldn't find side mount with the rope entanglement, but then stepped into the half guard of Mendez, trying to posture up.
Elvin landing some very vicious elbows.
Actually, two back elbows, almost a forearm smash there now from Elvin Espinoza. Very much in 10-8 round territory right now. All Elvin Espinoza. 150 remaining round number one. And that is it! The win for Elvin Espinoza. He's now 4-0.
Wow. Impressive performance here. Another thing to kind of point out is with the ropes, your head can kind of get caught on a rope, on that bottom rope there, which is almost like a pillow. So like once your head is kind of, your spine is what's the word? What word am I looking for when your spine is
compressed,
but it's also compromised. And once it's compromised, you can't get your hips in. You can't really get any momentum or power, generate any power to get back up, to create the scrambles. And so your head can get caught on these ropes, which is, it's a really tough position to be in. You have to get your head free and your spine, back.
Gabriel Mendez was just stuck on the bottom, regarded, found the half guard opening and closing, but Espinoza just relentless with his ground and pound. In the finishing sequence, he stepped over to side control, stepped back into the open half guard where he could really rain down his biggest shots, and that drew the finish, the TKO win. Servando Lecano, the referee, seeing enough. Dominant pearl from Elvin Espinoza.
Yes, he did a great job of transitioning, positioning, not getting too aggressive, allowing for the strikes to present themselves and openings, and did just a great job of capitalizing on, the grappling.
The cut for Mendez in his hairline, those are extremely bloody cuts, as you saw there, to full effect. It's the flag of Guatemala, the home nation of Espinoza's parents. And that was a strong performance. Nicaragua, I beg your pardon. Wow, that was terrible of me. I've been to both countries, Nicaragua. I'm usually great with flags. Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Servando Lecano calls a stop to the fight at 3 minutes, 12 seconds into round number one. For your winner by TKO and still undefeated, Elvin Espinoza.
Doing Nicaragua proud, Mexico proud, Florida proud, and why not Guatemala? He did them proud as well. Elvin Espinoza certainly did himself proud with that steamroller-like performance over Gabriel Mendez.
Yes, impressive. Great pace, great grappling, great transitions, and he just got his brown belt. What a great night for Elvin tonight.
That is outstanding for Elvin Espinoza, getting the win and now getting the brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes, now let's take a look. This fight started so fast. This pace was intense. Did a great job of coming right underneath that right hand. Body locked, got the takedown. And here you see him go to work. Very patient, passing the guard, getting through the legs and the guard of
Mendez?
Yes, of Mendez, thank you. And then just landing these vicious strikes here. Big cut, big elbows, beautiful finish.
The winner by way of first-round TKO, Elvin Espinoza defeats Gabriel Mendez. We now move to a bout in the lightweight division. Marco Elpidio versus Osiel Rodriguez Lopez. The numbers, as our tale of the tape, is presented by Fusion CBD Products. For fast muscle relief, visit FusionCBDProducts.com.
All right, look at the tail of the tape. Both of these gentlemen come in at 27 years old. Osiel Lopez has a 3-inch reach advantage over Marco Elpidio.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring, Osiel Rodriguez Lopez.
Osiel El Terrer is his nickname. And he said that he got his nickname because his family was called the El Terres. And so that is why he has this nickname. Comes from a very rough upbringing and, really wants to come in here and fight for his family and represent them and the struggles that he's been through.
Osiel Rodriguez Lopez also told us that first and foremost, he's a counterpuncher, an aggressive counterpuncher. He said volume over power. I bring a boxing base into MMA. I'm going to keep doubling my jab and land power right crosses.
And when we interviewed him, I was like, that's interesting that you talk so much about your striking when you have 3 submission wins. And he laughed about that. So he obviously has a ground game as well.
Lopez said, despite the confidence in his ground game, in this fight he wants to keep it standing. He said all the way in or all the way out in range.
And now please welcome his opponent, Marco Elpidio.
La Roca is his nickname, and I asked him why La Roca, and he said because he is unbreakable. He started training jiu-jitsu at 16 years old. He's a brown belt from Renzo Gracie's gym in Mexico City. He loves the darce and the armbar, loves the grappling and the arts on the mats. So look out for his jiu-jitsu.
Marco Elpidio has fought 7 times at Combate Americas. He said, I like the single leg takedown entry into the body lock, and that's where I hit my takedowns. Elpidio said, I'm going to have a quick start to this fight, get inside of the punching power of Rodriguez Lopez.
Yes, and out of his 10 victories, he has 3 by submission, which I'm not surprised, and 2 by knockout. So he does have some striking as well as he comes into this.
Elpidio told us he believes that if he can take this fight to the ground, he will absolutely dominate with that Brazilian jiu-jitsu pedigree. He said, I'm going to keep attacking the back. And something that I really like to hear, look for heel hooks in the scrambles.
Yes, he did. He said his opponent doesn't have good grappling, and is going to expose that. And he also said he wants to show the world how tough Mexican fighters are, and that's what he fights for, is to represent his Mexican heritage.
To get our feature fight started, Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the next fight of the night. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds of the iKON lightweight division. Presented to you by Fusion CBD. For fast muscle recovery, visit FusionCBDProducts.com. Introducing you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striker. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight 155 pounds. His pro record stands at 6 victories and 4 defeats. Fighting out of Saltillo, Coahuila, Mexico, here is Osiel El Terror Rodriguez Lopez. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striker and a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. His official weight 155 pounds. His pro record stands at 10 victories, opposite 3 defeats with 1 draw. Fighting out of Mexico City, Mexico, here is Marco La Roca El Video. And our referee in charge of the action, Servando Licano.
Ociel is an outstanding striker. He does a great job of blending his kicks and his hands to his kicks or his kicks to his hands. So be on the lookout for that. He will come out. He has a great forward presence or a great forward drive as he comes for the attack, and again blends his strikes very, very well.
As Elpidio said, he wants a quick start. Rodriguez Lopez says that he wants a very considerate start and then slowly turn up the pressure but establish his boxing first.
Beautiful
front
teeth.
Kick to start for Rodriguez Lopez. Round number 1. Our fight clock is presented by Marina Terra Hotel and Spa in San Carlos, Mexico. Black and white trunks for Marco Elpidio. Solid black trunks for Ociel Rodriguez Lopez.
Ociel doing a great job of maintaining his range, staying calm and composed, dealing with the pressure very well. Ooh, big body shot. Did you hear that?
Slapping on the full shin to stomach contact. Now to the inside. Nicely done on the turn from Elpidio.
Yeah, Marco immediately closes distance after that strike. That was a big strike.
Gets the corner cushion now. The heavy pressure from Elpidio. There's the knee to the thigh of Rodriguez Lopez.
Ociel's doing a great job with his whizzer here and nullifying that underhook. You know, he can use this to turn off of the ropes and get a better position. But Marco doing a great job here of just applying that pressure, you know, finding a body lock here, landing some inside strikes.
It's a good, clever turn right back from Ociel Rodriguez Lopez. 3:40 remaining, round number 1.
And be smart for Ociel to break this position and get back to his long striking.
Last sequence we saw the very old school, very mid-1990s palm slap to the ear from Elpidio. That's just trying to get Rodriguez Lopez to move.
Yeah, just to frustrate. I mean, it can mess with your equilibrium, but it's more just a frustrating strike, and try to get your opponent to respond emotionally.
Speaking of old school, there is the foot stomp now from Elpidio.
Beautiful knees here, landing right on that IT band.
This month marks the 27th anniversary, Pearl, of course, of UFC 1. A couple of UFC 1-like techniques from Elpidio. And now the takedown. Nicely done. Trying to walk up the body and step in the full mount.
Great job. Just hitting almost like a knee tap.
And this is where Elpidio, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, feels that he can go to work. See the S-grip body lock. That's very defensive from Rodriguez Lopez. Turning, giving his back on the scramble, and right back in the full mount from Marco Elpidio.
Great job of Marco to stay composed there and kind of allow Ociel to create a little scramble and stay on top.
See how defensive Rodriguez Lopez is? Just trying to keep Elpidio tight chest to chest. Now turning, exposing his back. That's a really clever turn, though, on the explosion from Rodriguez Lopez. Nicely done.
Very explosive, yes.
Pressure now from Rodriguez Lopez. His first time, top position on the ground. Now looking rear naked choke of his own. One hook in. You see, keeping himself grounded is Elpidio. These don't matter now. He needs to think more about balance and defending this rear naked choke, standing from Rodriguez Lopez.
Ociel doing a great job here of getting the arm under the chin, staying calm, not getting too high because he can get bucked off, as you can see there. Great job.
Gorgeous from Elpidio. Kept his composure, turning. And now the kicks to open up space, controlling the ankle. Back and forth we go. 125 remaining, round number 1 of our feature fight in the lightweight division. Rear right uppercut, the counter kick from Rodriguez Lopez.
Nice.
Overhand right on the entry. Counter right hand lands from Rodriguez Lopez, back into the body lock for Elpidio.
It's very interesting that he went back into the grappling exchanges instead of staying long. He's having so much success with these kicks. you would think that he would have not wanted to get back into this grappling exchange.
There was nothing on that guillotine attempt from the half guard of Rodriguez Lopez. Elpidio now using it to full advantage, popping his head free, controlling the ankles, looking to dive in again, possibly with the right hand. Rear right uppercut as Rodriguez Lopez stands. Switch knee from Rodriguez Lopez.
Explosive. Ociel's very explosive, and really utilizing that agility to get back up and create these scrambles.
Rodriguez Lopez, Pearl, has definitely done a good job thus far in round number 1 of getting himself quickly out of bad positions. Lands the big right hand. 20 seconds remaining round number 1. Left over the top, misses from Elpidio. That right hand lands on the inside, backs Rodriguez Lopez off his striking line. Running switch knee. Good left hand from Elpidio. Both fighters swinging big. There's the body kick from Rodriguez Lopez. Right cross to the body from Marco Elpidio, and the end of a very entertaining round number 1.
Grueling first round there. This is a grinder here. The explosiveness in the scrambles, the holding the positions, the fighting for the underhooks, and body locks. This was definitely a very high-paced fight. Big kicks here landing by Ociel here. He's having so much success on the outside. I wonder if his corner will talk to him and have him stay longer, keep that lanky range, and utilize his amazing striking. Beautiful flying knee there.
Tonight's judges have been assigned by the Sonora State Athletic Commission, turning in just their second scorecard tonight in this bout number 5. Into round number 2 we go. Marco Elpidio versus Ociel Rodriguez Lopez. Looking for the takedown, the entry on the body lock, hits the clever single leg. Rodriguez Lopez now working from the top and into the open half guard of Elpidio.
Gosh, that was a great transition. The kick to the takedown entry was
looking
perfect.
Guillotine. No full commitment, at least not yet, from Ociel Rodriguez Lopez on the guillotine, and just like that, Elpidio pops his head free, working out of the half butterfly guard now.
Yes, Marco did a great job of staying heavy on his hips, keeping his weight back so that Ociel couldn't quite get a good lock on his head for that guillotine. Now he's on top and doing a great job of keeping him in his half guard and looking to land some big ground and pound shots or some elbows.
Short elbow from Elpidio. See the grinding pressure with the forearm, that's smart to open up space. Rodriguez Lopez trying to turn, possibly hunting the armbar from the bottom, trying to lock up to Kimura's Rodriguez Lopez. Can't do it.
No, his hips are too. His hips are not in the right position for that. He has to move here. He does have his leg underneath, and can utilize that to scramble or even create a little bit of a sweep and movement. But he's got to let go of that arm and get moving.
And you see looking Kimura from a really tough position from Rodriguez Lopez.
He's looking for a Kimura sweep, which is very possible, but he has to get his hips underneath Marco's hips to really make that work.
Now into the open half guard goes Marco Elpidio of Ociel Rodriguez Lopez. 3 minutes remaining, round number 2.
Gosh, this is such a grueling pace that these two fighters are fighting.
Knee on belly, stepping over in the full mount. That was slick from Elpidio. Turning nearly too high in the right is Elpidio. Rodriguez Lopez giving his back. Both hooks in, trying to turn, explode out.
Yes, Marco was a little too high there, which is why he lost that position, but did a great job of transitioning from the back to the triangle now.
Elpidio definitely thinking triangle here.
Beautiful job defending that triangle. Saw the armbar coming. Now Ociel is on top in side control and looking to land some ground and pound of his own.
Pearl, Elpidio with his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt from Renzo Gracie, Mexico, thought that he would really dominate Rodriguez Lopez on the ground. That has not played out, at least not yet in this fight.
No, Ociel's doing a great job, and like I mentioned earlier, he does have wins by submission, so he does have a ground game of his own, and he's so explosive and constantly moving, constantly looking for ways to create a scramble.
That was Elpidio giving his back.
Ociel had a really good wrist control there, which is a great position to keep your opponent where you want them and to be able to land these big strikes. Now he's on the back.
Rodriguez-Lopez had the back half on the turn. Both fighters back to their feet. There's the knee on the separation. Head kick blocked. Right hand and the overhand left from Elpidio.
That head kick is finding a home. It may not have landed clean yet, but it's landing, and it's definitely something that Marco needs to be aware of and needs to watch out for because his hands are low.
Outside kick for Elpidio. That kick checked. Rodriguez-Lopez short on the outside kick in the left hand. Overhand right from Elpidio. Then backs off. Right now, Pearl, we're seeing one punch at a time from both fighters.
I mean, this is a grueling pace. If you look at Ociel, though, he's actually switching stances, looking for openings for his strikes. You know, he just landed that right hand. I think that he does. He has an opening, a clear opening for either a right hand or a big head kick if he can set it up properly.
High on the inside kick from Elpidio. See Elpidio's mouth wide open.
I mean, these guys are fighting.
Spinning back fist doesn't get through. Overhand right doesn't get through from Rodriguez-Lopez. Closing stages, round number 2 now. 15 seconds remaining in this second round.
Marco needs to utilize his jab. There he goes. He's using it. He's got to utilize that jab more to set up his strikes or his takedowns and what he needs, but he's not using his jab. And that would be really beneficial.
We will move to the third and final round. Up next, it is our co-main event of the evening in the bantamweight division. Luis Rodriguez versus Paul Marquez Moreno. And then our main event, Alejandro Martinez, who has 10 finishes and 11 pro MMA wins, versus Daniel Vega, who has 10 finishes and 12 pro MMA wins. iKON 3 live on UFC Fight Pass. Seconds out called as we move to the third and final round. What thus far has been a really entertaining, really competitive bout between Marco Elpidio and Ociel Rodriguez-Lopez. And to round number 3 we go.
Oh my gosh, Don, this is such a fun fight.
1-2 combination from Rodriguez-Lopez. Neither punch lands. Inside kick. You see Elpidio trying to close the distance. Rodriguez suddenly switching stances, southpaw back to orthodox. Overhand right from Elpidio.
Lopez looks like he's recovered. You know, his stance is much better. His core is intact. He's feinting here. Marco too. Marco's adding this pressure here, which is I think is really good for him if he can utilize that jab to set up his takedowns that he wanted.
See the outside kick from Elpidio. Counter kick right back from Rodriguez-Lopez. Working off of the jab now, Ociel Rodriguez-Lopez. Is Elpidio thought that he would have a big advantage on the ground entering this fight? Rodriguez-Lopez felt that he would have a big advantage on the feet. Neither is exactly played out for either fighter.
No, this fight is very competitive. Much more competitive than I think that both of these gentlemen thought. But it's so much fun. I'm enjoying it.
Competitive on the ground, competitive on the feet. Back to the ground we go. Takedown for Elpidio. Let's get a bit of refereeing from Servando Licano. You see controlling that middle ring rope of the 5.
Ociel doing a great job here of, he's got what we call 100%, where it's a beautiful sweep just like that and gets you on top of from being in a really bad position.
That was a gorgeous sweep by Rodriguez-Lopez back to his feet, then lands the knee. Creating the separation in the space, misses with the right hand. Kick checked. 3:10 remaining, third and final round of our feature fight. Rear right uppercut, a bit audacious from Rodriguez-Lopez, nearly landed flush. Switch kick. A lot of creativity on the ground and on the feet from both fighters, Pearl.
Yes, I mean, this fight is competitive. I'm interested to see where the judges have this fight.
Elpidio again on the entry.
Beautiful takedown, but again, he's got this 100% position that he can use to sweep, but Marco did a great job of nullifying that.
It was nearly a full crucifix, and now the turn from Elpidio after the takedown. Back into the half guard of Rodriguez-Lopez. Looking to pass the sidebound now, Marco Elpidio.
Osiel did a great job of getting his frames in there. As you can see, he's got a shin in, he's got the leg, so he's creating a little bit of space and keeping Marco's hips away from him.
2:05 remaining, third and final round. Elpidio trying to stay heavy.
Yes, Elpidio is doing a great job of landing some strikes here. I think that the strikes will help him open up a better position for him. But again, he's got this great frame right here. If you see, the shin on the hip is what's stopping and nullifying any of Marco's top positioning.
Rodriguez-Lopez has lost his mouthpiece. It's been noted by Servando Licano, but he has to wait for a natural neutral position.
Let's see if Marco can expose this Von Flue choke. Again, we have it right here. He's grabbing the head. All he has to do is lock his arms right here, and he can get a finish.
See Licano picking up the mouthpiece. We fight on. Now the mouthpiece will go back in. Or perhaps the mouthpiece will not go back in.
If it doesn't, why? Okay, there we go.
Rinsed off.
Oh, that was nice of them. They rinsed the mouthpiece off.
Although Pearl, my great friend Big John McCarthy, said to me, you know, Clearwater never sanitized anything. It's more ritualistic at this point. Back in goes the mouthpiece. There's the quick restart. 50 seconds remaining, third and final round. Again, looking for the Kimura, or possibly as plan B, the Kimura sweep as Rodriguez-Lopez looking to keep the final stages of this fight on the ground is Marco Elpidio.
And he gets the sweep. Look at that. That was beautiful. He gave Marco his back for a second there, which made Marco believe that he would do that, pulling his hips above him, which was what created that sweep.
Now looking guillotine, Osiel Rodriguez-Lopez. 20 seconds remaining in this fight as Elpidio pops his head free. Modified half butterfly guard from Rodriguez-Lopez. Elpidio looking to dive in with the right hand. Good defense flat on his back for Rodriguez-Lopez. Elpidio looking for one more significant strike. Now with the left hand. From the leg entanglement, there's the dive in left hand and a second left hand from Elpidio. Elpidio back to the inside. Full mounted chief. Final seconds of this fight. Big elbow, a left hand. And that is the end of a really entertaining fight. Nice moment between these two fighters.
Great fight. Gosh, what a competitive fight. That was such a fun one. Elpidio did a great job at the end of that round, stamping his name on there, and just staying heavy with the hips. And Osiel, I think that Osiel had his framing, the leg framing was ultimately what saved him in that third round from getting hit with some really big shots.
Marco Elpidio, Osiel Rodriguez-Lopez going the distance, all three rounds, very hard fought.
Competitive fight. Let's take a look here. Nice body shot landed here. Here's that 100% here, which is a sweep. Let's see if this is the one that he hits. He gets it. God, that slam was so beautiful.
And that's nearly into the crucifix then for Rodriguez-Lopez, but couldn't hold the position.
Yes, here he is holding the head, and Osiel doing a great job of slowing down that ground and pound and damage.
The three Sonora State Athletic Commission judges' scorecards have been tallied. Jeff Houston off to our left, conferring with the commission table.
Gosh, this was a fun fight. I'm really interested to see where this fight goes.
To end all suspense, Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completing the scheduled 3 rounds, here are the score totals from our judges at ringside. Judge number 1 and 2 scored the fight 30-27. And our third judge scores the fight 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Marco La Roca El Pipito.
The 3 judges' scorecards definitely not reflecting how tight and how competitive that fight was. So a pair of 10-8 rounds finding their way into the tallies. And the winner by way of unanimous decision, Marco Elpidio. Here's Pearl Gonzalez.
Jeez, did you expect this fight to go the way it did?
Sí, la esperaba fuerte, pero la verdad un poco me sorprendió un poco. Pero después de 1 año y medio inactivo, pues vuelvo con esta victoria. Ahora me siento más inspirado para trabajar más fuerte cada día y recibir mejores peleas más internacionales. Y agradezco a la empresa iKON y a mi familia, FR México y FR Estados Unidos, que me dio la oportunidad de hacer lo que amo, mi trabajo, ¿saben? Entonces voy a trabajar más fuerte para siguientes compromisos de talla más internacional igual. Y estoy agradecido a toda la gente que me apoyó en mi campamento y a todos mis amigos que están dentro del círculo donde trabajo.
Can you repeat what he said?
Okay, he said that he got surprised because of all of the hard work that he has been doing, and he expects to receive a lot of other fights, international fights, and he appreciates too much the effort that iKON and his family gave to him, and he wanted more of this experience.
The body kicks that landed, they looked like they were damaging. Did those kicks hurt you at all?
No me lastimaron. Pues la verdad yo soy un peleador, me considero resistente. Hasta ahorita nadie me ha podido noquear ni someter, soy inoqueable, ¿saben? Entonces todavía no llega aquel peleador que pueda ser capaz de noquearme o finalizarme.
That he didn't feel underestimated, and the person to get him knocked out, it had born, you know, and yeah.
In the third round, you put your stamp on this fight. You did a great job of positioning him. Did you expect to get the submission in that third round, or did you know that you would ultimately finish with strikes?
Yo esperaba terminar a mi oponente con una sumisión, pero no se presentó la ocasión. Entonces, pues seguiré presionando, perforando, como dije antes. Si no someto, entonces voy a trabajar en presión. Y es lo que me gusta a mí, presionar a mis oponentes hasta castigar y hasta hacer finalizados, ¿sabes? Me gusta perforarlos.
I wanted to end the fight by submission, but it didn't happen. So I really like to pierce my opponents and to get pressure into them until they are finished.
Thank you so much. Great fight tonight. Congratulations.
Gracias igual a la promotora y a todo el público que estuvo atento a mi pelea. Gracias, infinitas gracias. Voy a trabajar muy fuerte para seguirles regalando mejores shows, ¿saben? Gracias. Buenas noches.
Thank you for all the support to the promoters and my family. And I am gonna
Marco Elpidio now 11 pro MMA victories. Very tight, very competitive fight. Not fully reflected by the three Sonora State Athletic Commission judges' scorecards. Just one of the three giving one lone round to Oziel Rodriguez-Lopez. Rodriguez-Lopez definitely had his moments, but well done from Marco Elpidio. A very strong third round and really implementing his ground and pound. The winner, by way of unanimous decision, Marco Elpidio defeats Oziel Rodriguez-Lopez. We are now set for our co-main in the bantamweight division. Luis Rodriguez versus Paul Marquez Moreno. Our tale of the tape is presented by Fusion CBD Products. For fast muscle relief, visit FusionCBDProducts.com.
His way to the ring, Paul Marquez Moreno.
Paul Marquez Moreno, 5 of his 7 pro MMA wins by way of submission. Said unsurprisingly that he wants to take this fight to the ground, but Pearl, he said, I don't want to rush. He said of Luis Rodriguez, I feel that my opponent is physically strong and very well-rounded. I think he wants to keep this fight standing. I'm going to shoot singles, I'm going to shoot doubles, but I'm going to do so smartly.
Yes, and he also said he believes he has the better grappling game in this fight and is very confident in his jiu-jitsu.
Marquez Moreno said, if I can take this fight to the ground, I think I can dominate, be very heavy with my top game. Stay patient. Don't get sucked into a brawl on the feet.
Yes, and he walks at his fight weight tonight, and so he said that he thought that would be a clear advantage for him not having a weight cut.
And now, please welcome his opponent, Luis Rodriguez.
Luis Rodriguez enters tonight's co-main event in outstanding form, victorious in 7 of his last 8 bouts. The lone defeat over that stretch was his most recent fight. It occurred in August of this year, lost a unanimous decision versus Jerome Rivera on Dana White's Contenders Series. Rodriguez, Pearl, told us, what I learned from that fight is that I have to be more aggressive. I have to go harder for the finish.
That was a very close fight, too. Such a competitive fight as well. I mean, he did a lot of great things in his last fight. So it's very humble of him to admit that. So Luis Rodriguez's nickname is Lazy Boy. And when I asked him, why Lazy Boy, he said, because I'm a lazy boy.
Rodriguez said, I do want to keep this fight on the feet, just as Marquez Moreno speculated he would. Rodriguez said, I've been working a lot on my counter wrestling. I think Marquez Moreno wants to take me down, so I'm going to use the wrestling defensively to keep this fight standing. Big left hands and be smart on the feet.
Rodriguez did a great job of, he says that with the Dana White Contender Series fight that he has a lot of confidence coming in here because he knows that he belongs at that level.
This is our co-main event of the evening. Again, Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the co-main event. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the iKON Bantamweight Division. Presented to you by the law offices of Daniel Martinez. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is an MMA practitioner. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. His official weight, an even 135 pounds. His pro record stands at 7 victories opposite 5 defeats. Fighting out of Mexico City, Mexico. Here is Paul El Tierno Marquez Moreno. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He's a striker. He He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. His official weight an identical 135 pounds. His pro record stands at 11 victories opposite 2 defeats. Fighting out of Coatzacoalcos, Veracruz, Mexico, here is Luis Lacey Boy Rodriguez. And our referee in charge of the action, Serrano Licano.
Intense stare down by.
The intensity continues for Luis Rodriguez in his corner. Round number 1. Tonight's fight clock is presented by Marina Terra Hotel and Spa in San Carlos, Mexico. Black and gray trunks for 11-win Luis Rodriguez. Black, red, and green trunks for 7-win Paul Marquez Moreno. Outside kick from Marquez Moreno.
Moreno likes to switch stances too, so be on the lookout for that.
From the southpaw stance, very muted start for Rodriguez. Then the entry on the big body kick. There's the left uppercut.
Oh, that created some damage there. That was a big shot.
Hard outside kick. That turns Marquez Moreno. Took him completely off of his striking line. See, southpaw versus orthodox, lefty versus righty. There's a nice kick in the armpit. Landed flush on the ribs, so a lot of hand fighting with this southpaw versus orthodox stance matchup. Now leading with the counter hand is Rodriguez. That's unique, still from the southpaw stance.
So composed.
Inside kick. Very interesting pro Rodriguez from the southpaw stance. Hand fighting, but with his rear hand.
Yes.
Very unusual. Big left hand! Marquez Moreno in all sorts of trouble! And just like that, the win for Luis Rodriguez.
Wow. Impressive. I mean, he doesn't know yet. I don't know if he knows what happened to him yet.
Well, Luis Rodriguez emphatically said, I want my second chance to get to the UFC. Live worldwide on UFC Fight Pass in our co-main event, Luis Rodriguez, a win with emphasis. Phenomenal from Luis Rodriguez, the 21-year-old, now 12-2 in his pro MMA career, a lightning strike finish.
Oh my gosh, that was such a beautiful left hand, landed perfectly. As you can see, he was already discombobulated from that first strike and then just did a great job of finishing that fight. I think we know now, Sean, why he was touching with his power hand. He was looking for his range.
See the emotion on the face of Luis Rodriguez. He was really troubled by that loss in August on Dana White's Contenders Series. He said, I have to prove myself in this fight. Proved himself. He did, absolutely.
Gosh, he landed some big body shots here. And then look at, there comes an uppercut right there. It was blocked, but he's finding his range in these, look at that. He used that uppercut to set up that big left hand, which was beautiful.
Overhand left, head kick, and then the check left hook to sleep Paul Marquez Moreno. Pro Gonzalez momentarily will be speaking to the victor, Luis Rodriguez, of our co-main event. Paul Marquez Moreno still receiving medical attention. I'm very pressed by the Sonora State Athletic Commission, as I was when iKON 2 was here last month in San Carlos, Mexico, that many of you saw right here on UFC Fight Pass. This is a very new MMA commission. They're doing a phenomenal job. You see how they treat the fighters, safety first. Phenomenal from Luis Rodriguez. Again, at 21 years old, now 12 pro MMA wins. 3 strikes from Luis Rodriguez to finish Paulo Marquez Moreno. The overhand left, the head kick, the check left hook. Again on the entry, overhand left from the southpaw stance. Head kick doesn't get through on the shoulder, but that check left hook lands flush. Referee Servando Licano recognizing immediately that Marquez Moreno is done. That is a gorgeous left hook to finish for Luis Rodriguez. That's a great sign. You see Paulo Marquez Moreno back on his feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Servando Licano, steps in and calls a stop to the fight at 1 minute 16 seconds into round number 1. For your winner by KO, Luis Lazy Boy Rodriguez.
Pearl is with the winner.
Lazy Boy, congratulations on a spectacular performance. How are you feeling?
No sé inglés.
Okay. Que muy buena presentación, que sí, ¿cómo te sentiste?
Muy bien, un poco pues raro porque pusieron una bandera que decía ahí que era de Estados Unidos, pero pues soy mexicano, ¿no? Y ya todos lo saben. Pero me sentí muy bien, que no tengo expresión para decir, vaya.
I feel real good. I don't have the words to express it, and I was feeling kind of weird because the flag that it was before, it was from USA, and he's from Mexico.
You had an amazing left hand that landed. Did you anticipate your left hand to land? Was that the game plan for this fight, was to land that big overhand left?
Tienes una gran mano izquierda que si la estuviste entrenando.
Por supuesto, tuve buena ayuda para este campamento. Vimos que la mano izquierda iba a entrar perfecto porque era una finta, finté el derribe con mi mano y lo estuve trabajando todo el tiempo pero también con el profesor Kenji, con todo mi equipo, con mi profesor Daniel Sánchez, con todo mi equipo, vaya. Y sí, lo estuve trabajando.
Yeah, because that I have been working it and practicing with all my team and all the persons that are around me.
Lazy Boy, you are number in Mexico. You're number 1 in Latin America. What's next for you? Where do you see yourself going from here?
Eres el número 1 en México y el número 1 en Latinoamérica. ¿Qué es lo que viene para ti?
Yo quiero cumplir mis sueños y igual mucha gente lo toma como un chiste o hasta Dana White, pero yo voy a ser campeón.
Okay, I want to reach my goals and do everything to reach it, you know, and I'm going to be champion.
Lazy Boy,
On the world.
champion of the world. Congratulations on an amazing performance. Thank you.
Gracias, muchas gracias a todos. Un agradecimiento a toda la gente que me ha apoyado y ha creído en mí siempre. Pero esta victoria y todas las que tengo no es para mí, es para mi Padre Celestial, para mi madre, para todos. Gracias.
That victory is for my mom and for God. Among Albert.
Thank you.
The finishes keep on coming tonight. iKON 3 from San Carlos, Mexico. And that was a quality finish from Luis Rodriguez in our co-main event. The left hook to sleep. Paulo Marquez Moreno. Again, you see the entry. Overhand left. Head kick, which lands on the shoulder. The reset of the feet, the check left hook. And the right hand that follows does not matter because on this left hook, Paulo Marquez Moreno is done. Gorgeous technique, exploding from the wide stance, southpaw stance, full power, turning over that left hook. In our co-main, the winner by way of first-round knockout, Luis Rodriguez defeats Paulo Marquez Moreno. Absolutely stunning. just beyond our ring is the Gulf of California, also known as the Sea of Cortez. We're in stunning San Carlos, Sonora, Mexico, at the equally stunning Marina Terra Event Center. iKON 3 with Pearl Gonzalez. I'm Sean Wheelock. You're with us, watching live across the United States, Canada, and worldwide on UFC Fight Pass. And we have now reached our main event of the evening. In the lightweight division, Alejandro Martinez versus Daniel Vega. Our tale of the tape is presented by Daniel Martinez Law Center, online at martinez.law.
Alejandro Martinez versus Daniel Vega, both very similar in age, both very similar in records, both identical in finishes. This is a barn burner.
Ladies and gentlemen, now making his way to the ring, Daniel Rico Vega.
As we discussed at the top of our broadcast, these are two natural-born finishers. Daniel Vega, 12-3 in his pro MMA career, and 10 of those dozen wins by way of finish. Enters in phenomenal form, victorious in 5 of his last 6 bouts.
Yes, and Vega has, out of his 10 finishes, he has 9 knockouts. That's phenomenal.
Vega, despite all of that ferocity, said, I want a measured start. I want to feel my way into this fight. I don't want to rush. He said, I know I have more power in my punches, more physical strength than Alejandro Martinez. I don't want to rush. I don't want to force.
Yes, he wants to keep this fight standing. He said that he has prepared a lot, particularly for this fight in the striking area. And he was affected by the pandemic. You know, he said that he had to stop training. His gym closed down, so he was forced to move to another town, Pueblo, and train with another coach to get his training. And, you know, it was important for him to stay active and keep moving.
In fighter meetings, I never ask fighters to make a prediction. Sometimes they will offer one. Daniel Vega offered a prediction. He said, I will knock out Alejandro Martinez inside of 2 rounds. I asked him if we could say that on the air. He said, absolutely, I guarantee it.
Yes, he comes from a family of fighters. His grandfather was a boxer. His family were pro wrestlers, luchadoras, and he's been in combat sports since he was 8 years old. He says, I am a full-time fighter. This is all I do. This is my passion. I'm always striving to be better. Very calm, very composed.
And now please welcome his opponent, Alejandro Martinez.
Alejandro Martinez enters with a pro MMA record of 11-4. 10 of those 11 wins by way of finish. Very experienced, has fought 4 times each in Brave and Combate Americas. He also has 6 professional Muay Thai fights.
Yes, and he also has 10 finishes, 5 wins by knockout, 5 by submission. He's well-rounded. He was the training partner for Cowboy Cerrone for 2.5 years. He's competed with the best. He's trained with the best in the world. He comes in here with a lot of confidence and knows that one of his biggest strengths in fighting is the ability to stay calm and composed, and he said he's looking to utilize that tonight.
Alejandro Martinez, very confident with his boxing. He actually served as Leonard Garcia's boxing coach when he lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Martinez told us in our fighter meeting, I want to land big punches on the inside, keep moving forward off of angles, heavy aggression while being very intelligent.
Yes, Martinez said his girlfriend is also a 2-time world boxing champion. So he look for the striking for sure. Look for the boxing in this fight. We
send it back to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, iKON Fighting Federation, in association with De La O Boxing Promociones, are proud to present your main event of the evening. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the iKON Lightweight Division. Presented to you by Fusion CBD. For fast muscle recovery, visit FusionCBDProducts.com. sanctioned by the Hermosillo Sonora Boxing Commission. And the third man inside the ring, our referee in charge of the action at the bell, Servando Licano. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Marina Terra Event Center, here in beautiful San Carlos, Sonora, Mexico, it's time to see who has what it takes to be an icon. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striker. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. His official weight, 155 pounds. His pro record stands at 10 victories opposite a single defeat with 1 draw. Fighting out of Puebla City, Puebla, Mexico, here is Daniel Danger Vega. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is a Muay Thai practitioner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. His official weight an identical 155 pounds. His pro record stands at 11 victories opposite 4 defeats. Fighting out of Puerto Vallarta, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Alejandro El Pato Martinez.
Martinez made it clear he wants a fast, aggressive start. Vega made it clear he wants a measured, considerate start. Both fighters said without question they will go hard, though, for the finish. Round number 1. Tonight's Fight Clock is presented by Marina Terra Hotel and Spa in San Carlos, Mexico. Both fighters, as you see, in the black and white trunks. Red glove tape for Alejandro Martinez, blue glove tape for Daniel Vega.
Big kicks have landed already in the first 20 seconds of this fight. Martinez landed a big head kick, and Vega has landed some big leg kicks.
Punch combination, then the head kick nearly caught. Martinez setting from the mid-range, working off of the jab. Hard on the outside kick. Another hard chopping outside kick from Martinez. Vega trying to explode to the inside. There's the lateral movement from Martinez.
Yes, Vega's a very compact, dynamic fighter. Packs a lot of power, and he does a great job of moving backwards and striking. So be on the lookout for that.
Very measured start to this fight. Left hook misses from Daniel Vega. Measured, but they're still throwing, Pearl. And
yes,
they're throwing big.
They're both landing big shots.
Now Vega trying to work off the jab. Counter jab, rear teep from Martinez to the inside. On the double unders from Daniel Vega, now into the body lock.
Yes, and Martinez has exceptional takedown defense. He's very aware, knows how to fish for his underhooks, switch the position, or create scrambles and takedowns of his own.
Martinez looking for the S-grip body lock. Nicely defended, good balance from Daniel Vega with his back now against the ropes. Vega looking to turn, high knee from Martinez, doesn't get through.
Alejandro did say that he wanted to utilize elbows in this fight and expose, saw openings and vulnerability with elbows and wanted to really expose those.
Naked right cross from Martinez without the jab, and that was effective. Now to the inside kick for Alejandro Martinez. Counter kick from Daniel Vega. 2:45 remaining, round number 1 of our main event. Rear teep again from Martinez. There's the jab. Kick to the body from Daniel Vega.
And both guys are landing big shots.
Martinez most definitely at the range that he prefers. Mid-range to the outside. So he can do things like that. Throw and land the rear teep. Now the 1-2. Jump knee, that lands flush. Martinez short on the elbow strike. Vega misses with the overhand right, but gets the separation. Back to the center of the ring. Left hook from Daniel Vega. Now closing pressure from Vega. To the body. Nice rear right uppercut from Daniel Vega. Both fighters, Pearl, in round number 1 having their moments on the feet.
Absolutely. They're both exchanging, both creating damage. Both applying pressure.
Sporting touch of hands. There's an incidental eye poke. Right back to it.
Alejandro's having a lot of success when he's putting his combinations together. They're really landing, and he's ending with these big shots.
Again, the jab from Martinez. Doubling, tripling the jab, then a right to the body for Vega. Now 125 remaining, round number 1. Again, there's that naked right cross without the jab setup. That's the confidence of Martinez. Slipped on the kick. We'll see if Vega pounces.
He slipped, but he also landed a really big body kick there.
Telling that Vega did not pounce. Giving time and space, allowing Martinez to get back to his feet.
Yes, and Vega has really good top pressure when he does get his opponents to the ground. He's got some great positioning on the ground, very strong.
Second time in round number 1, Martinez going for the S-grip body lock takedown, could not hit it. Great balance from Vega. Again, there's that teep.
Nice hook.
And the left hook in the right hand from Vega. You can see Vega trying to work into the pocket.
He's having much better success when he's getting into that tighter range. The long range he's having problems with. He's having problems with these straight kicks and teeps and jab from Martinez.
Martinez listed at 5'8" to Vega's 5'5". To the inside now for Daniel Vega. Martinez back against the ropes now. The separation, lands the right hand. To the inside, looking for the inside trip.
Great job staying on his feet here.
Trying to walk up the back, and that is the end of round number 1.
Gosh, what a fun first round that was.
iKON Fighting Federation returns live right here on UFC Fight Pass with iKON 4. Friday night, December 11th. We will be back here on the beach in San Carlos, Mexico.
All right, look at this flying knee. It landed so beautifully. That comes back with these combinations. Alejandro's having a lot of success when he's putting his combinations together, putting punches in bunches.
Seconds out called. Set for round number 2 of our main event. Alejandro Martinez versus Daniel Vega. Very competitive round number 1. And to round number 2 we now go.
Yes.
Sporting touch of hands and this long straight jab from Alejandro Martinez.
For as competitive as that first round was, that both guys look fresh. Their breathing is good. They both look very, game and ready. Don't really look impacted by that.
Time called by referee Servando Licano. Vega claiming that he was poked in the left eye. Acknowledged. There's the apology from Martinez. So Vega now has up to 5 minutes to recover. The left eye. Again, Martinez immediately acknowledging it. Credit to Vega. He wants to get right back to it. Time in. See the sportsmanship. Round number 2 resumes. Martinez resuming the jab, then the inside kick.
Beautiful.
Good left hook. Off of the jab entry for Daniel Vega.
Nice. Calf
Chopping
kick.
on that outside kick.
Another one.
Body kick to the entry. Can you see Vega trying to get back into the pocket? Big counter knee from Martinez. Turn.
Wow, and that elbow looks like it cut open Martinez.
Downward elbow strike from Martinez. Not quite a tomahawk elbow, but he threw it standing with force.
Nice check there. That was a big kick. He did a great job of checking that. Again, another check.
Right hand, uppercut to the body from Vega, the separation. Martinez now cut in his hairline. Blood starting to flow freely down his face and flowing into that right eye.
Yes, it was from the initial clinch exchange that they had. Vega landed a big elbow.
1-2 off the mark for Vega. 3:30 remaining, round number 2.
He's checking these kicks, but they're hurting. Look, you can see he can't quite put any pressure or weight on that leg. Martinez doing a great job of taking out that lead leg.
Slight forward stalking pressure from Martinez. Backed off with that left hook and the left jab of Vega. This is the position now that Martinez had closing seconds of round number 1. Looking for the inside trip, hits it. Nicely done, trying to take the back.
Great job.
Looking for the body triangle. Has the position, has not brought his other leg over his ankle for the body triangle.
Vegas needs to turn and start turning into his guard, or trying to stand back up here in this position. He can't stay here and take this damage and keep, oh gosh.
Fireman carry takedown by Daniel Vega. That was slick. Short right hand to the body.
Alejandro is relentless with the takedown though. Beautiful job finishing the single leg. Let's see if he can get a good position from this. Nice job.
Martinez driving Vega back. Vega turning his back. Now Martinez trying to get one hook in, looking rear naked choke. Looking to turn, getting a little high in the ride now. Vega trying to counter turn, take top position. You see the smear of blood on the face of Alejandro Martinez from that hairline cut. And now Vega cut outside of his left brow. Fishing for the rear naked choke is Alejandro Martinez. Had the gable grip, still can't find it. 1:40 remaining, round number 2. Single-mindedly now Pearl. Martinez thanking rear naked choke to finish.
Yes, and he's also doing a great job. If you can see, he's locking up that arm. We call it a 5-0 grip, and that's breaking down the posture of Daniel Vega, as well as removing that arm so that he can get in and get his arm wrapped around his neck. Oh,
Daniel
gosh.
Vega talking to referee Servando Licano. And now time called by Licano.
He's claiming he was hit in the back of the head. I didn't see it.
It will be interesting to see the restart position. If it's neutral on the feet or Licano restarts both fighters back in that position. I believe he will restart them on the feet.
Wow.
So Vega claiming that he was punched in the back of the head. Licano calling time. And there's the restart. Center of the ring. No protest from Martinez. Big body kick by Vega.
Wow.
But Vega able to get himself out of a very bad position.
His lead leg is hurt. He can't stand on it. Even the checking right now at this point is affecting his stance and his stability.
50 seconds remaining, round number 2. This is the round in which Vega said he would get the finish.
Oh my gosh, he landed a big head kick right there.
This might be a round for Martinez. Still very close. Vega now closing the distance, coming back into the pocket, right to the body. There's the right uppercut to the chest.
Big
Downward
elbow.
elbow strike from Martinez. Good stiff left jab from Vega on the entry from Alejandro Martinez.
Oh my gosh, that was a beautiful uppercut.
Big right hand. Now Martinez
God, he's
backs
hurt.
off.
He's
A moment
hurt.
now for Daniel Vega. 10 seconds remaining, round number 2. Vega, who is in trouble, now putting Martinez in trouble. Final seconds of this second round. Big right hand after clearing the legs.
Oh, wow.
We move to the third and final round.
Gosh, what a fun fight that is. He's hurt. Alejandro Martinez is staggering now and having a tough time regaining his composure. Great job by Vega to finish that round strong. All right, let's see here. What do we got? Big body kick landing here. Both exchange body kicks. Martinez did a great job on the back and then was just launched. Let's see the end of this round here. Vega did such a good job of capitalizing on that uppercut and landing that big hook, which ultimately is what, hurt.
Third and final round
Martinez.
of our main event, indeed the final round tonight, iKON 3 from the Marina Terra Event Center in San Carlos, Mexico. Alejandro Martinez versus Daniel Vega.
Gosh, this is such a fun fight. Both guys have damage. Both guys are wearing this fight right now, and both are just coming forward looking for the kill.
No commitment to that standing guillotine, just controlling the head. On the separation from Martinez, the 1-2. Short check left hook for Daniel Vega on the entry.
The hook's landing for him. It's been landing all night for him. It's a big strike for him that he's doing really well with.
The hairline cut for Martinez, and you see the mouse rapidly growing under his left eye. Vega cut outside of his left brow.
Gosh, that calf again.
That's a hard outside calf kick. You could see Vega really reacting.
Yeah, he's having a hard time putting any weight on that leg right now. He's doing a good job of playing it off, but his leg is no doubt hurt.
Vega tried to find the body lock, couldn't do it. Again, the separation. Overhand left.
Gosh.
Vega back into the pocket. There's a good elbow from Martinez. Those elbows have been there for him.
Oh, gosh, yes. But the leg kick right now, Alejandro is just punishing that leg right now.
Trying to walk up the back, Alejandro Martinez looking standing rear naked choke. Vega trying to go out the back door, can't do it.
Already has the arm under his neck. Let's see if he can lock this on and finish.
There's the body triangle on the back mount for Alejandro Martinez. First was thinking standing rear naked choke. Now on the back mount with the body triangle thinking rear naked choke.
Yeah, Daniel, Vega cannot hang out here. This is such a close fight. He did so much good work at the end of that second round. He's got to create a scramble here. He's got to unlock this lock and get to a better position.
Heavy pressure. 2:45 remaining, third and final round. There's a tight body triangle.
It is, and Martinez doing such a great job of staying composed here, not trying to land these big, huge strikes. It's he's just laying down, or keeping his weight low on Vega, and it's a great strategy right now in this fight.
You see the look away punches from Vega. High risk though, because that opens up his neck. Trying to go under the arms now. Martinez for the rear naked choke. There's the hammer fist, the right hand. Short elbow. This punch is all to set up the rear naked choke. Again, the look away punch to counter from Daniel Vega.
Vega doing a great job of pulling out the post of Martinez, but he's got to deal with the body lock. The body lock is what's ultimately keeping him in this position here and keeping Martinez on top of him. As you can see, he's got this 5-0 grip, which is the arm control, wrist control, which is also helping keep Daniel Vega's posture broken.
See referee Servando Licano stepping in for a closer look. See the arms X through now for Alejandro Moreno, not fully under the chin. Loses his grip now, trying to slide through under the chin with the right arm. Left hands, those are legal. Those are in the ear of Vega. Another left hand.
Gosh, Martinez did such a great job of... Oh, no. Oh, no.
And again, time called by referee Servando Licano, and this could be a point. Punch to the back of the head. This exact sequence extricated Vega from a bad position around number 2, and indeed there is the 1-point deduction to Alejandro Martinez.
Wow.
Punch to the back of the head. This was clearly the round for Martinez.
Wow, that was detrimental. That was detrimental for Martinez.
So if this was 10-9, which indeed I believe it was for Martinez, suddenly we're now at 9-9.
Yes. Yes, I mean, we've got, a minute and a half left?
So Vega in all sorts of trouble in round number 2. The punch to the back of the head.
Oof.
And then the neutral position restart on the feet. Playing out that way again here in round number 3. This time the restart, but after the point deduction to Martinez. Martinez tenaciously right back in.
Great job getting that takedown.
40 seconds remaining, third and final round. Martinez controlling the legs. Nothing on that choke.
It's interesting because Vega's leg is so hurt, he can't really post on his leg to create a scramble, to get his hips out, to stand back up. But he does have a really tight guillotine here. Let's see if he can finish this.
That is definitely tight from half guard. Martinez posting on his head. Now he's out of danger. Sliding onto the jawline, clearing the hands. Big right hand and another. Huge shots now from Martinez. And that is the end of an outstanding main event.
Gosh, what a great fight that was.
So again, the 1-point deduction issued to Alejandro Martinez, which, Pearl, I believe makes this a 9-9 round.
Yeah. On a very close fight. Gosh, I feel bad for the judges because this was such a close fight.
That's the first time I've ever heard a pro fighter say, I feel bad for the judges. And I've been in this game for a long time.
Wow, what an amazing fight. These two gentlemen were warriors. I mean, both took incredible amounts of damage. Cut open. Vega can't walk on his leg. Martinez hurt. Gosh, what a fun fight this was.
Outstanding main event. We now await the tallying of the 3 Sonora State Athletic Commission judges.
All right, let's take a look at this. The hooks were landing for him, but he got a little too advantageous there. Luckily, it put him in a good position. Oh, God, the elbows were landing tonight. Martinez found a home for his elbows. He did such a great job. Vega did also another good job of landing his inside short punches, uppercuts and hooks. Really found homes and hurt Martinez. Martinez here on the back, landing some ground and pound to finish the 3rd round. Wow, he's got more cuts than I thought. He's got a cut under the eye and on the forehead.
To the left of our commentary position is the commission table, and there was a lot of activity at that commission table. A phenomenal main event. Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completing the scheduled 3 rounds, here are the score totals from our judges at ringside. All 3 judges have scored this fight 28-28. This fight is ruled a unanimous draw.
A unanimous draw, and make no mistake, if not for the 1-point deduction for the punch to the back of Vega's head in round number 3 by Martinez, he wins this fight. Here's Pearl Gonzalez.
What a tough fight. How are you feeling?
Qué buena pelea. ¿Cómo te sientes?
Muy contento, pero decepcionado por la decisión que dieron. Pero bueno.
I'm really happy but disappointed about the decision that they took.
You took a lot of damage on that left leg. How hurt is your lead leg?
Le hiciste demasiado daño con la pierna izquierda. ¿Cómo está tu pierna izquierda? Recibiste demasiado daño.
Muy bien. Gracias a Dios tengo profesores que siempre me están esforzando a más del 100. Es algo normal. Me encanta hacer el bloqueo y ver cómo mi rival regresa a la hora de patear esa expresión de me dolió, y que vean que yo sigo bloqueé. Me gusta el intercambio arriba.
Okay, all my teachers have told me that that is what I have to do, and I really like to block them, to block their kicks and see the expression on his face, and like, whoa, he's like kicking me, but he doesn't feel anything.
So the fight was a draw. What do you want to see happen with the outcome of this fight?
¿Cómo te sientes con?
The fight was a draw. What does he want to happen since there was no clear winner?
Okay, el resultado fue un empate, que era lo que esperabas tú.
Anteriormente, las peleas que había notado de mi oponente, sé que es un oponente muy fuerte, porque por algo está donde quiere estar, ¿no? Ha luchado igual que todos. Sabía que al sentirme pegada iba a buscar el piso. Y como tal.
I know that my opponent is a really strong guy, and I knew that he was going to look for the floor, and that's what he did.
Do you want a rematch?
¿Quieres una revancha?
Sí, yo encantado.
Yeah, I will love it.
Incredible performance tonight. Thank you.
Muy buena presentación esta noche. Gracias.
Al contrario, muchas gracias.
Alejandro. Oh my gosh. What a fight. How are you feeling?
Me siento muy bien, la verdad. Mi oponente muy duro, dirían como Rocky, ¿no? Cuando peleó con el ruso, es un pedacito de metal muy duro de roer. Lo trabajé la pierna, aguantó. Siento que la decisión, pues, no fue la correcta, ¿verdad? Si no hubieran bajado el punto, hubiera ganado esta pelea, pero no le quito el mérito, está muy fuerte. Y para estar tan chiquito, sí pega. Pero aquí estamos. La que sigue, ya sabe que si no hubiera sido por ese punto hubiera ganado esta pelea, pero no estoy contento con mi pelea, siento que me hizo falta trabajar más mi distancia, mi boxeo. Ni modo, fuck it, la que sigue.
I'm really happy because the fight was too good, and my opponent, it was like a really teeny piece of steel. He hit really hard. And I'm content about I'm not content about the decision, but I'm gonna still working hard.
You did a great job of adjusting in the third round and taking him down, controlling him on the back. Did you know that you had an advantage on the ground?
Que hiciste un gran trabajo en el round número 3, controlándolo en el piso y por detrás. ¿Sabías que ibas a poder con eso?
Sí, yo creo que me di cuenta que tengo que trabajar mi jiu-jitsu más porque siento que es un oponente fuerte, pero tenía que haberle ganado más rápido, ¿no?
He is a really strong opponent, but I think that I have win his quicker.
You did a great job in the third round, clearly winning. Unfortunate that the point was deducted. What do you want to happen? Do you want a rematch? Do you want to fight him again?
Hiciste un gran trabajo en el round número 3. Desafortunadamente la decisión fue otra. ¿Quieres una revancha?
No, yo creo que hay otros rivales con quienes pelear. No quedé descontento con la pelea, sé que la gané, si no hubiera sido por ese punto, así que vamos por el que sigue, ¿no?
No, I think that there are a lot of rivals to fight too, and I'm gonna still working hard to receive the results that I want.
Alejandro, did you ask him if he wanted a rematch?
No, que si quieres una revancha, ya. He dancing. Sorry.
He does not want a rematch. He won this fight. He is happy. We're going to keep moving forward.
Alejandro, congratulations on an amazing performance tonight. You should be proud of yourself. It was phenomenal. Thank you.
Gracias a todos y espero verlos en la siguiente función.
I hope to see you in the next function.
Thank you.
So a clarification of the math. All three judges seeing this 2 rounds to 1, but then the 1-point deduction in round number 3 issued to Alejandro Martinez for that second punch to the back of the head. The first occurred in round number 2 from a very similar position. Drew the hard warning, but not the point deduction. That drew the point deduction. It takes 29-28 to 28-28. Our main event of the evening, outstanding, between Alejandro Martinez and Daniel Vega, ends in a unanimous draw. 7 fights tonight. iKON 3 and 5 finishes. Phenomenal here in San Carlos, Mexico. Pedro Rodriguez. This will go viral. A 10-second knockout win versus Yasser de la Cruz. UFC Fight Pass is the exclusive home for iKON Fighting Federation. We are back with you live on Friday night, December 11th, from here in San Carlos, Mexico, for iKON 4. For Keith Beltry, Dean Toole, my outstanding broadcast partner, Pearl Gonzalez, ring announcer, Jeff Houston, and our entire crew led by Chris Gazzetta, I'm Sean Wheelock, from the Marina Terra Event Center on the Gulf of California. Thanks for watching iKON on UFC Fight Pass.
I'm not playing games, I'm not acting out here. This is all I do.
All of us have different paths to greatness. We all have to find that one path and we have to go for it.
We've got some real interesting line movements at the top of this card.